So I understand you're all in some trouble. Is that right? I see you looking at me all disgusted. What this old dude gonna say to us? Is he gonna preach? Try and save us? He doesn't know our situation. He couldn't even begin to picture the living hell we've had thrown at us. Well, you're right. I do not know your specific hell, but I'm here to tell you that I have stood where you're standing. Wouldn't know it to look at me now. I run my own business. We do handyman. Got a mess of employees. Got a wife, a family, a house that I own. And to top it off, I'm the athletic director at St. Patrick's Catholic School. Father Lucas gave me that job. Hey, I even won Coach of the Year back in 2017. So, what do we do with you? I'm thinking maybe we could form some kind of group, hang out together after school, try to keep you out of trouble. So what do you think? There's 5 of you. You could be a b-ball team and I could coach you. And I actually hate b-ball, but I'd be willing to do that for you. Maybe a little fun, structure, exercise, take you away from your hells. Maybe put something positive in your day. I know. You've had challenges all your life. Well, so have I. I cannot tell you how many times I said, this can't be happening to me. Well, actually, that's not what I said, but I'm keeping it clean because of Father Lucas. Recently, I got some news that other people might consider pretty tough. I'll explain that later, maybe. But first, let me tell you how I got to be here today with you. There was a time I had some choices to make, like all you do right now. So somehow, I stumbled onto the path to get to be the man I am today. And I did not see it coming. Grew up in South Bend, Indiana. And my neighborhood was full of folks from all different backgrounds. Blacks, whites, Italians, Iranians, Slavs, Jews, all lived and struggled together on my neighborhood block. Somehow it was safe. I was a kid, and baklava was my favorite dessert. I was a curious kid, a fun-loving boy, slightly complicated, a child of joy, son to a mother, rising young maven, happy in no other, my home was a haven. I needed to be, wanted to be, all that my life had destined for me. But just like that, it started to change, securing my world to falling down range. The move from small town to uptown wasn't easy. New state, Illinois. New city, Chi-Town. We had family there, but I had no friends. High school started for me, and somewhere in the fray, I got lost. The town was bigger, the people were louder, the grind was different, and isolation unbearable. I had a curious mind, yet not too unstable. Need for real kindness, but no one was able. The drugs I got easy, the people were too loud. The scene was not breezy, I got lost in the crowd. I wanted to be, needed to be, the son that his mother envisioned he'd be. But life goes on, and you grow and you see people in life aren't what you perceive. I ran from the pain, I ran from myself. I lived like a gypsy, I put fear on the shelf. The farther I ran, the more I could see. Run far and wide, but I would never be free. I ran across the world from Chicago to Greece, searching for love and searching for peace. But the further I ran, the more I could see. I could run far and wide, but I would never be free from me. Man, when I say run, I ran. My life was like a James Bond movie. I ran to Portugal, Brazil, Canada, Florida, Atlanta, Ohio, Colorado, Tennessee. A few more places I forgot. I finally landed in Corbin, Kentucky. How in the hell did I end up in Corbin, Kentucky? Note to self, leave them drugs alone. God clearly has a sense of humor. When I was young, I wanted to be an electrical engineer. I had a gift for math and figuring things out, so when I got my act halfway back together, I came back. Serious man with a serious mind, gift for innovation, the stars were aligned. I took a few classes at a college or two, but there was something more in life I needed to do. See, I wanted to be, needed to be, all that my life desired for me. But soon once again the pendulum swung. My life soon altered, a new race begun. How do you know the plans that you made are the ones you will die for with the life that you paid? Decisions you make drive your hopes and your schemes, but life without purpose is like living in dreams. How do you know that the prayer that you pray brings the life you desired, yet forbids you to stay? Then suddenly the epiphany of the past you must claim comes stealthily and pithily, revealing your shame. While trying to pursue my technological dreams, I got a call from my mom one day. She landed a job at UCLA and needed help moving across the country to Los Angeles, so I did what good sons do. I moved my mom to LA and never went back to school. I eventually landed in North Hollywood. I had a bright orange 79 MG midget, a drug addiction, and as luck would have it, a brand new job. I fit right in. Welcome to LA. I ran from the pain, I ran from myself. I lived like a gypsy, I put fear on a shelf. The further I ran, the more I could see. Could run far and wide, but I would never be free. No matter how high, no matter how low, you can climb every mountain, you can swim deep below. I ran across the world from Chicago to Greece, searching for love and searching for peace. But the further I ran, the more I could see. I could run far and wide, but I would never be free from me. Never be, never be, never be free from me. Little did I know, I'd finally find myself right where I needed to be. It's not like it was a lifelong dream or a vision, but back a few years ago when Father Lucas called me into his office, he said he saw something in me. Thought maybe I could help kids like you. He offered me a position. And suddenly, there was a click, a light, a feeling, like I was fulfilling my purpose. You see, God gave me a gift. Getting kids to believe in themselves is a God-given gift. A case in point, coaching basketball. I don't have any game-changing moves or strategies to give you, but I can help you find a bond, learn how to be a team. Or you can keep going the way you're going and end up like I did for a while. But let me warn you, being homeless and being drug addicted is just a different kind of hell. Hey, getting sober and flying right don't guarantee a completely clean bill of health either. Those health challenges keep coming. A few years ago, I woke up with a shattered hip. Doctors told me I'd never walk again. I went down a dark, deep hole. I said, who is dealing me these cards? I had prayed to God, but I felt like God forgot about me. I was just about to forget about him. Then, in the middle of all that muck, I had a little clarity. I became a detective and came up with a solution. God gave me this for a reason. Okay, I got dealt this. I'll deal with it. And I did. I defied those damn doctors. See, I still have a bit of a limp, but I get by. But believe me, one thing I know, life is too short for sitting still. There are too many things to do. About that news I mentioned earlier, I just got diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. All right. Okay. Another bad card. So what? I already had cancer on both sides of my jaw and DVT in my calves. I got through that. I'll get through this. There's treatment and there's faith. And most importantly, there are people in my life dependent on me. My employees and kids like you. Now I need to make sure you believe in yourself so you can go forward, find your path, and do what you're destined to do. So who am I? Just an ordinary old guy living life in North Hollywood, California, watching the beautiful sunset from the porch of the place I own. Sober and grateful. A handyman to have around the house. I don't know how much time I got. Do you? You guys probably got your whole lives ahead of you. Now I'm willing to devote some of my precious time to you. What do you say? Well, all right then. It was his plan. It was his scheme. I am a man caught in his dream, not made by me, but made by him, to give me a piece of his sweet release. In me he could increase. I ran too fast. I ran to know. His speech is vast, his voice so slow. I could not see my life so grim. I desire his peace of such sweet release. I think he could increase in me. You go through your life thinking this thing is that, but this thing isn't like the other. And soon you're falling down flat, not just on your face, but down as you grieve, searching for solace and a kind of reprieve to your life. Listen, I've been doing all the talking, and I'm just seeing some angry staring. Does anything I'm saying make sense to you? I'd almost rather have you tell me to go to hell than to witness your silence. What do you say? Do we play? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Maybe we can make this thing work and maybe we can't. Maybe I can learn something from you, but you will have to say something for that to happen. I see 5 bodies standing. That's a team in my book. You down? Well then, all right. So now here I am, this new broken man, a shepherd, a lamb, who now gives a damn. Do I follow or lead, even though I've been freed and given his peace of such sweet release? I think he will be increased in me. And if I must teach a game that I hate, let basketball be the tool that makes them great. Then God, I will do it. I'll forge my way through it. For the lives of these children I'll save. Let it be said by those who've known me, he stepped to the challenge, he did not flee. With God he worked through it, he learned to subdue it. Of his life in those moments he gave. You go through your life thinking this thing is that, but this thing isn't like the other. And soon you're falling down flat, not just on your face, on your knees you believe. You're searching for solace and light as you grieve from a life full of struggle and the story you weave day in and day out as you reach up to cleave a kind of a gentle reprieve.